What's going on, everybody? So Apocalyptic Shadow has reset and I already got the max star clear, but this time around I actually want to switch some things up. So I'm going to be running Phainon on the first half, and I'm actually going to be trying out Jingliu one more time on the other half. So of course I have Phainon here, right, using his techniques, all that kind of stuff. And the way my team comps are set up is a little bit interesting. I have Phainon E0S1, Sparkles E3.4, Bronia's E3.4, and then Renmei is E0S0. But the thing is, Sparkle and Bronia's buffs barely last, so it is a little bit of annoying using them alongside with Phainon, of course, because there's a really small window where I need to get every single buff, or as many buffs as I can get on Phainon, trying to get 500 crit damage on him. I need Bronia's ult up, her skill, Sparkle's skill, her ult. It's a lot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a lot. And my Phainon isn't anything crazy, right? But the thing is, he can get the job done, right? Like, he's about to pop off now that he's in his ult. 800k hits on average. The thing is, of course, he's going to be doing more damage than 800k with this kind of team comp. There's like, what, a 10, 11 cost team comp? But the thing is, I feel like the Flame Reaver here just has a lot of defense, because I tried using the Herda here and she was hitting like buns. Like, Phainon can't even break 1,000,000 damage. For now, at least, right? He'll get there in a little bit. But the Herda's damage was like on par with Jingliu's in MOC at least, right? And I will be testing out Jingliu on the second half, right? So I'm really hyped for the Jingliu part of this run. Well, Phainon's just not real, bro. 800k, and he's just like making light work of the Flame Reaver. And the fact that, oh my god, the ult, dude. No, but actually, like, the fact that this time around everyone's ults is already like you get everyone's ults back once you actually break down the weakness of the enemies is so crazy. They don't do that every time. I feel like they did it this time around for Phainon, which makes sense, right? They gotta shill Phainon as much as possible before they make him feel a lot more lackluster. He's not real, bro. But I don't know, Phainon is such a GOAT. I don't regret picking him over, or prioritizing him over Saber. I'll get Saber. I have time to get Saber, but for now, I'm just gonna be having fun with Phainon. I'm not gonna lie. Pause. Not like that. I'm really hyped about the Jingliu part of this run, though. Like, that's all that's been on my mind. I did not give Jingliu a fair shot last time I used her post 3.4 buffs in MOC. Maybe next MOC she'll be better. I mean, Phainon's literally about to... We're about to see for ourselves. Yeah, Flame Reaver's doing the little thing, right? Which does nothing to Phainon. It just tickled him. And then the bounce, dude. No, 5,000,000 damage is crazy. I'm sure there'll be people with a lot higher of a score than me with like about the same kind of cost team comp. But here's the kicker now, because I'm going to be running Jingliu. I'm a little worried though, because Sparkle's not on this team, and I mainly use Jingliu with Sparkle. I've never not used Sparkle and Jingliu together, but I actually don't need to anymore, because the way that Jingliu's kit works now, she gets all the crit she needs. I just stacked crit rate on her, so she'll have 100% crit rate when she's in her enhanced form, which has so much uptime, and like, I don't think I'll have any downtime on Jingliu throughout this run. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think she's in her enhanced state literally the entire time. So what you're seeing now is just basically it. Like, she will never leave that state. Her damage is going to be a little bit lackluster now, but with the buffs, you know, she'll get stronger and stronger. She'll get more powerful. I don't think this Apocalyptic Shadow will be a good... I don't think it's going to be like an accurate way of showcasing Jingliu, though, if I'm being honest. Like, she's going to be hitting for 600, 700,000 damage later on, but I don't think that Jingliu is going to be that powerful in the short term. Long term, obviously not, but short term, I highly doubt it. Right? Maybe next MOC she'll pop off, but by 3.7 she'll be back down to where she belongs in the rankings for DPS units. The buffs are not gonna really have that big of a difference, which I don't mind. I really don't care. Jingliu is just kind of like a for fun unit at this point because this game's already easy enough. I can use the Herda and instead I'm using Jingliu. That's actually hilarious. I'm fully free to play, by the way. I don't think I even need to attack the adjacent enemies. I think the main one really is all I need to go for, right? Also, I did finally get a third copy of Dance Dance Dance, which is really nice. S5 Dance 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 soon on Chibi. I won't really be building any other harmonies anytime soon, so I don't gotta worry about having multiple copies of Dance 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 on standby, or at least one other copy of it on standby. But Jingliu is such a fun unit though. Like, her kit's kind of basic, but it's fun, right? Like, she's hit for 600,000, and then she has a slow build, but because I have RMC, she gets action events. It doesn't compensate for it fully, but it does a job. Okay, it does a job. The fact that everyone gets their ults back is so crazy. That's why I had 100% uptime with Phainon in the other half, and why I have 100% uptime with Jingliu now, right? And I mean, I can't really do anything about the dragon for now. I can pop everyone's ults, but like, it's not really gonna do much. This is kind of where cracks start to show with this team comp, because, well, Jingliu has a slow build, so it's taking her mad long to get up there in the turn meter. Everyone keeps going before her, but that's okay, right? We're gonna pretend like this isn't happening. I really should probably do something about that though. Maybe I can try stacking some speed on her, go for speed boots, which I still have speed boots ready for her, but I'll be able to get the max star clear anyways, just by, you know, using this team comp with HP boots on Jingliu, so it really doesn't matter. And I don't normally use RMC with Jingliu. I built RMC just for Jingliu because I had no one else to use for like a hyper carry unit. I don't have Robin, I don't have Sunday. There's nobody else I could have used, because three out of my 4 harmony units is being used with Phainon. The dude's like mad greedy. Apparently there's gonna be a sustain unit coming soon that'll synergize with Phainon. I hope so, right? If Phainon does get buffs when there's a sustain unit that's sustaining him, I think the buffs last like 4 turns is crazy, right? Let's see the damage. 400,000, 400,000. Wow, not bad. It feels weird. Holy. It feels weird using Jingliu without Sparkle. I've never used Jingliu without Sparkle ever, other than like 1.4, of course. 1.5 and 1.6 I wasn't playing the game. You know, I came back when Sparkle dropped, so I've basically always been using Jingliu with Sparkle. This is my first time not doing it in 2 years. That's bonkers, dude. I never yeah. But it's working. RMC does compensate, right? Oh, this is it. I'm just gonna take it out now, right? Just, oh my god. And I got the max star clear, and I got it easily, dude. I passed this one with flying colors. 500,000, right? I don't think that I'm doing extra damage because everyone else is doing the same amount of damage as always. I think Jingliu should stack cracked, which, like, she gets so much crit built into her kit, 50 crit rate, and then like, I don't know how much crit damage, but it's actually bonkers how much she gets. Like, she gets so much, I actually don't think I need Sparkle with her anymore. Like, this might be my new default team comp with Jingliu, because I don't need Sparkle. I can use Sparkle on the other side. There's the action events, and there it is. Well, we might as well just look at her score, right? That's a better run than when I used Phainon and the Herda. That's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. That's about it for this video. Awesome, right? I think the buffs are crazy, you know, for Jingliu. It's gonna be situational. There's gonna be times where she'll shine and sometimes she won't, but that's about it. I'll see you. Goodbye.